Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are following us from. Welcome to the program LMP Morning Watch, the official online program of the Liberian National Police. This program is dedicated to keeping our community informed, safe, and connected. Each day, we bring you important updates, crime prevention tips, public safety information, and conversation with the men and women who serve and protect our neighborhoods. We encourage cooperation, trust, and shared responsibility in making our community a safer place for everyone. Stay tuned. I am your presenter, Inspector of Police Austin Kingshaw.
I'm Lexus Abraham Blamo.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the program LMP Morning Watch. Before going strictly into the program, we have lost one of our senior officers in person of the late Deputy Commissioner of Police, Ronald Dennis. Can you bring her up to speed? Who was Ronald Dennis?
Yes. I got the information early this morning. What coming to work, I received information that the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Ronald Dennis, met his untimely death yesterday at the GFK Medical Center when he was pronounced dead on the round. Yes, the senior officer was a professional officer of Liberian National Police. He exhibited professionalism during a term at the professional tenure in the Liberian National Police for 20 years. So I can safely say that yes, indeed, he was a professional man. So we actually lost a good officer of the Liberian National Police.
Yeah, it is actually saddening that we have lost one of our senior officers from the professional standard division. On behalf of the Liberian National Police, we extend our deepest condolences to the Bereaved family and all of his workmates who directly interacted with him. We pray that his soul rests in perfect peace. That is a sad day for the LNP.
That is a sad day for the Liberian National Police. He was a good man. Actually, he was a professional officer at the Liberian National Police where he served for 20 years, like I told you. So yes, indeed, he lost, actually shocked the Liberian National Police and Liberia at large.
Yeah, we extend our condolences to the BB family. Sure. For today's program, who are those commanders, lessons that we will be speaking to?
Yes, over the weekend, we have an update from Nima County, and Nima County was in the news. In terms of update, Nima County was reporting there was a protest in Nima County where 20 protesters were arrested engaging on the Afghan state protest in Nima County. We also have an update from Nima where the superintendent of Nima County attended over a building to the Liberian National Police, a renovated building to the Liberian National Police. And we also have an update where a 61-year-old lady appears to be married by alleged murder of 3 children. So Nima County is on the update to the end. We'll speak with the county commander as well.
And what's the next county commander we'll be speaking to?
We'll also join ORC Atokbanda Jave of Mangibi County. He was going to update on the phone of Scarlington system within Mangibi County. He will also provide update on where the Scarlington was formed and how the people in Nima County see that in that county.
Okay, so you have heard it. These are the lineups for today's program. We'll be speaking to 2 county commanders, or the ORC for the Mangibi County. As Chief Superintendent of Police, he's going to be bringing you up to speed as it relates to the Scarlington being found in a believed to be a black bag. And also be speaking to the Assistant Commissioner of Police or Lamin from Nima County in terms of the protestation that was held over the weekend, how many persons have been arrested. You also heard from Lessers Abraham Blamo concerning the 61-year-old lady who murdered her 3 grandchildren. And a good news too from the police assigned in Nima County about a turnover of a police barracks. So these are the lineups for today, but we'll also bring you updates. So We cared of speaking to the commander before the updates.
Yeah, I think we need to speak with the commander. When we give her the update, then we'll delve into their update, and then Brigadier Liberian People has its own full in within a specific county. But again, before we get to the county commander, another update that came up over the week was the suspension of Superintendent Margaret Ford from the Zone 1 end, where she was involved in becoming an officer. After 2 days, now met the ammunition of Liberian National Police. And so she was suspended by Liberian National Police based on investigation from the professional standard.
Okay, let me just go with the update. Then from there we'll go to our talking points.
Okay.
A 61-year-old woman identified as Mary Gia has been arrested in its ongoing investigation for involvement in the death of 3 minors in a house in Malantan District number 9 on February 22, 2026, Nima County. Suspect Mary Gia fled to the nearby town where she was arrested immediately after the incident was reported. The bodies of the deceased victim, Mevina Zianse, female 4 years old, Wilena Tokpa, male 2 years old, Menwesa Gia, male 6 years old, were discovered in the pool of blood in their grandmother's house with cuts on the neck and other parts of their bodies. Meanwhile, the bodies of the deceased victims are still on the scene while suspect of Mary Gia is detained pending court proceedings. The Liberian National Police Detachment of Riverside County reports that based on information received on February 15, 2026, concerning the disappearance of a male individual, a violent incident subsequently occurred in Belta Town, Mowe District. Preliminary investigations indicate that a group of unidentified men believed to be associates of the missing individual allegedly set fire to and burned the entire town of Belta before fleeing the scene. Upon receipt of the report, a team of officers headed by Assistant Commissioner of Police, Gofa, responded promptly and successfully arrested 6 key suspects in connection with the burning of the village. The suspects are currently undergoing criminal investigations. Those arrested are Jion Wade, 39 years, Samuel Wega, 29 years, Victor Woni, 27 years, Ben Kapu, 58 years, Tato Woto, 40 years, Amos C. Davis, 61 years. All suspects are male and remain under investigation as police continue with their full-scale investigation. Illegal possession of drugs. Police in Bowalosa have arrested and are investigating suspect Abubakar Jado, a Guinean national, over the confiscation of 480 packs of tramadol tablets at the Bowalosa port of entry on February 19, 2026, Grand Cayman County. Suspect Abubakar Jado was transporting these on a minibus from Guinea to Morville when he was interrupted at the Bowalosa port of entry. Meanwhile, the LNP had turned over suspect Abubakar Jado to the LDA along with the confiscated drugs. Homicide. Police in Lower Mangibi County have launched a full-scale investigation into the discovery of the remains of deceased victim Geraldine Joseph in the Division 15 Firestone Rubber Plantation area on February 20, 2026. According to police report, the victim reportedly went missing in October 2025. Family sources identified the remains of the victim to be Geraldine Joseph only by her clothes. Meanwhile, the remains of the deceased victim, Geraldine Joseph, have been deposited at the funeral home for preservation, while the NNP has asked all parties to remain calm as she is making all efforts to apprehend the perpetrators. Still in Mangibi. Okay, we're going to flip out to Nima County. Police charged 20 people in connection with AFCON's protests in Nima County. 7 released. Nima County, Liberia. The Liberian National Police has charged 20 persons and referred them to court for their alleged involvement in the protest by AFCON's workers in Nima County. The protest occurred when demonstrators reportedly took to the streets to demand improved benefits and working conditions AFCON is a subcontractor providing services to Exada Meta Liberia in Nima County. During the disturbance, 8 officers of the Liberian National Police sustained injuries of varying severity while carrying out their lawful duties to restore order and protect lives and property. The injured officers received medical attention and are currently in stable condition. Following a thorough investigation, the suspects have been formally charged with disorderly conduct, obstructing public ways, criminal mischief, and failure to obey a lawful order of a police officer. In violation of the laws of the Republic of Liberia, they were referred to court for prosecution on Saturday in accordance with due process. Meanwhile, 7 other individuals who were initially detained in connection with the incident have been released after preliminary findings determined there was insufficient evidence linking them to any criminal wrongdoing. The LNP reiterates its commitment to upholding citizens' constitutional rights, including the right to peaceful assembly, while taking decisive action against violence, vandalism, and other acts that threaten public safety. The public is encouraged to remain peaceful and to channel grievances through lawful and constructive means. Still in Nima County, that is a good news. Nima County Authority dedicates permanent residence for police commander. The Nima County administration, headed by Superintendent Kawu Meapie Gono, has constructed and officially handed over a fully furnished apartment to the Liberian National Police to serve as the permanent resident of the county commander. The turnover ceremony was held on Friday, February 20, 2026 in Sani Kode and brought together local authorities, security officials, and community members. The event was graced by the Inspector General of Police, Gregory O.W. Coleman. In remarks delivered during the ceremony, IGP Coleman expressed profound gratitude to the Nima County leadership for what he described as a significant contribution to the operational effectiveness of the Liberian National Police. He emphasized that providing decent accommodation for security personnel, strengthening morale, enhances service delivery. Without security, development will be undermined, IGP Coleman stated, noting that the new residence represents the county's commitment to supporting law enforcement and maintaining peace and stability in Nima County. The initiative underscores the continuing collaboration between county authorities and national security institutions in promoting peace, safety, and sustainable development. An officer of the Liberian National Police identified Mobile Beawega and a member of the Emergency Response Unit, ERU, was stuck at the SD Cooport checkpoint early this morning, Saturday, February 21, 2026. According to reports, while Officer Beawega was on duty at the checkpoint, a bus driver struck a pedestrian and subsequently collided with the officer. Officer Beawega sustained a head injury and multiple lacerations to his legs. He is currently admitted to the trauma unit and is receiving medical treatment. Finally, Ambassador Dama Suharto pays courtesy visit to Liberia National Police Headquarters. The Indonesian ambassador to Liberia, Dambak Suharto, on Thursday, February 19, 2026, paid a courtesy visit to the headquarters of the Liberian National Police in Monrovia. During the visit, Ambassador Suharto expressed satisfaction with the safety of Indonesians nationals residing in Liberia and with the protection of Indonesian investments in the country. He commended the NNP for its ongoing efforts to maintain law and order and reaffirm Indonesia's commitment to strengthening international cooperation, particularly in the area of security, investment, and trade. For his part, the Inspector General of Police, Gregory O.W. Coleman, emphasized that stronger international collaborations remains critical in addressing the growing threats of transnational organized crime worldwide. IGP Coleman noted that a partnership with the Indonesian police will enhance cooperation, information sharing, and capacity building, especially in the area of forensic science and cybersecurity. The meeting concluded with both parties reaffirming their mutual interest in deepening bilateral relations and promoting shared security objectives. In terms of accountability, the Liberian National Police have relieved Superintendent Michael T. Ford, LMP ID number 4348, with immediate effect from the post as General Commander of Zone 1 Police Station and its depots. She had followed being suspended for 1 month without pay for multiple violations of established policies and professional standards. Superintendent Ford was found liable for abuse of authority by using surveillance as police aids in the discharge of official police functions, including the release, seizure, and impoundment of motorcycles at Zone 1 Base Police Station. She was also cited for unlawful detention of individuals in separate incidents occurring between July and September 2025, as well as the improper receipt of funds amounting to LD 1,500 as release fee prior to the discharge of detainees. Additionally, she failed to account for seized property, including 2 cartons of spare ribs valued at LD 12,750 LD, along with other confiscated items. She was further found in non-compliance with directives from the Professional Standards Division, including her refusal to appear to clarify complaints involving seized goods and property. As a precondition for reinstatement, Superintendent Ford is required to fully restitute all properly received funds in or the value of seized items, retain confiscated items or compensation, complainants accordingly, and fully cooperate with ongoing PSD investigation and clarify all outstanding complaints. Furthermore, complainants whose allegations of extortion and unlawful detention were not filed within the 6-month statutory reporting period under the Liberian National Police Act have been advised to seek legal redress through the courts, as administrative remedies are no longer applicable in those instances. These actions are consistent with the Liberian National Police Administrative Instruction on discipline and professional standards, including provision relating to misconduct, abuse of authority, unlawful detention, and unsatisfactory conduct. The Liberian National Police emphasizes that the enforcement of internal disciplinary mechanisms is intended to deter misconduct, promote accountability, maintain public trust. The NNP remains steadfast in its mission to protect and preserve and serve with integrity, professionalism, and respect for the rights of citizens. These are the updates from the Liberian National Police. We now join our Inspector of Police, Lessons Abraham Blamo, to bring her up to speed updates from voices of county commanders from the 2 counties that were Orleans.
So thank you, Austin Sharp, for that great update you just read on the LMP Morning Watch. Folks, wherever you are, I want to say keep sharing our live Facebook page. It's the official Facebook page of the Liberian National Police. You listen to Inspector of Police Austin Sharp just read the entire update for last week. And so we'll make contact with County Commander to give our update. Specifically, we'll speak with the General Commander of Nimba County, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Lami Mende. He will give an update. Later, we'll join the ORC for Mangibi County and also provide an update. During the course of the show, we'll speak with the newly appointed spokesperson of the Liberian National Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sam Kinford's colleague with John, or hopefully as soon as we speak with the Nima County Commander to give our update. And so, folks, while we are, keep sharing our live Facebook page. Keep sharing our live Facebook page. We are making contact with the General Commander of Nima County, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Lami Mendia, will update on the happenings within Nima County that has just been read by Austin Shah on the program. And so we are making contact with the Nima County Commander. So as soon as we get him, we provide update on the Nima incident that involved 20 or now. Now on the line is a Nima County Commander. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to appear on the show this morning.
Great. You are live on the LMP Morning Watch.
How is Nima County?
Well, Nima is great. Nima is doing fine. Just on the couple of days we have so many issues, and then by the grace of God, those issues have been addressed, and the country is stable for now.
Can you bring us up to speed with those major happenings over the weekend?
So we have had two major incidents with one event over a couple of days in Nima. The first one has to do with the recent protest that was staged by some aggrieved workers of AFCOM Infrastructure Limited. And AFCOM is a subcontracting company that providing services to ArcelorMittal, Liberia. And so some of the aggrieved workers said that their contract with the company has come to an end, and so they were requesting for some other benefit. And so the Labor Ministry conducted an investigation. The team was headed by the Assistant Minister for Labor, Stenler, and then he said some of the team that the aggrieved workers were claiming were not legitimate. And so that did not go down well with the aggrieved workers. They did a protest that became very violent at the end of the day, that resulted to the injury of some of our officers. But the situation is under control. 27 of them were arrested during the protest, and our investigation has gone and arrested 7 of them. And so 20 of the protesters were charged with multiple offenses, ranging from rioting, failure to disperse, criminal attempt to commit murder, aggravated assault, criminal mischief, theft of property, criminal conspiracy, and disorderly conduct. So they were charged, and then they have been forwarded to court for prosecution.
Okay, before going further, there was video circulating of some of the protesters disarmed police officers. Can you confirm that information?
Yes, the information was confirmed because of the tolerance of our police officers, because of the rule of engagement, and because of we carry out democratic policing, where accountability and the use of force is strictly adhered to. They overpowered the police, and they were able to take one of their firearms. But we were able to successfully retrieve the firearm, and the weapon was restored by to the team leader of the team that came.
ACP Mele, what led to the protest?
Like I said, the protest was staged by the aggrieved workers in demand of some of their benefits, but according to the Labor Ministry, those things that they were claiming, they were not legitimate according to the Labor Law and the Decent Work Act. So that's why I agitated them, and then they said they wanted to burn AFCOM camp in Yekepa, and the police could not allow them to burn the camp of the investors. So when the police were intervening, they became very violent. They started throwing stones at the police.
So the side that we are getting report that a lady, a 61-year-old lady, murdered her 3 grandchildren. Can you bring us up to speed?
Yes, this incident took place in a town called Nela, in district number 9, Nima County, where we woke up on the 22nd yesterday on the Third Star News that 3 minors, 6 years old, 4 years old, and 2 years old were all brutally murdered. Upon receiving such information, we dispatched a team immediately on the crime scene, and then we started conducting a search in the vicinity where the crime was committed. And then a lady called Mary, 61 years old lady, who is the grandmother to these children, were arrested in a nearby village where she had left on notice without informing any family members. And so yesterday, during police preliminary investigation, the 61-year-old Mary admitted to murder them one by one, simply because
Wow.
of sowing law,
Wow.
accused of being a witchcraft.
So there was no resident around where the incident took place?
The children are minors, like 6, 4, and 3. They don't have power, and they were in the house alone with this grandmother.
So, Coroner, what is the victim?
The victims are being processed according to all legal procedure for processing and for burial. And the suspect was evacuated to Sunny Police because of the angry crowd, where she's now under detention, undergoing investigation at the Nimakande Police Headquarters in Sunny Police.
Before we take a leave of you, there was a building furnished turned over by the superintendent of Nima County. How does it make your way easy in the county?
Well, first of all, let me say a very big thank you to the county administration and the entire citizen of Nima, because it is their funding that the superintendent used to construct a permanent residence for the county commander of Nima County. It means very well for us. It means that we will now work from a very dignified home. And so any police commander will be coming to Nima will not have to worry about accommodation, because the building was constructed and fully furnished. And so I say thank you to them. So it makes our work very easy, and also strengthen us and encourage us to do more and to do our very best.
Okay, what's
Is
next?
there any incident or report that you want to bring up to speed that we have
We
not
did not
asked you?
ask you.
Well, I want to say thank you for having us this morning. The Nima County Police Department remain very committed to delivering a quality police service to the people of Nima, and we want to encourage all of our citizens who are working with the construction companies in Nima to remain law-abiding. Whenever you have issues, please find the legal means to address it. The police will not allow people taking advantage of other people blocking the rules that others are using, and also destroying the investors' property. We also urge the investors to do the needful in accordance with the labor law of our country. Thank you very much for having me this morning.
Thank you so much. That was the voice of Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mendy Lame. We will now cross over to Mangibi County to be able to speak to the officer in charge.
ORC Atokbana Javi. We are making contact with Atokbana Javi to give an update in Mangibi County. It was a skeleton formed within Mangibi County. Atokbana Javi is the ORC of Mangibi County. Chief Superintendent of Police will give an update, and we are making contact with him. So as soon as we get him, he will provide those updates in Mangibi County. And so, folks, wherever you are, keep sharing our live Facebook page. It is the official Facebook page of Liberia National Police. Or now on the line is ORC Atokbana Javi. Good morning, ORC.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to the lovely people of Mangibi County. Good morning, Liberia, and good morning to those good guys wearing the blue.
I admire Makodi calling your phone name. Wow, I'm still struggling.
Atokbana Javi.
Yeah.
How is Mangibi County this morning?
How is Mangibi?
For now, Mangibi is fine. We are trying our best. Mangibi is stable. These are the reasons that we don't go to bed at night. Also, until the stability of Mangibi can be ensured.
Yeah, there are reports coming from your county relating to skeleton being found in a plastic bag. You care bringing us to speed about it?
Before I go into my intro, I will first of all extend my condolences to the family of our brother, our friend, which will not see no more Randolph Dennis, GCP Randolph Dennis, and another officer who died in Nigeria, and Twazi. This guy served the Liberia National Police, and I want to extend my heartfelt, my heart, who is bleeding for them. My condolences to the people family. Asking them to keep solace. It is the law who have taken away.
Amen. We lost a professional person within the Liberian National Police, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Ranulph Jennings, and another officer in Grand Judah County. So, CSP Ato.
I said, wait for me small. I have picked it up.
So we're making contact with the ORC. Yeah. Can you give an update regarding the skeleton of a phone within your county?
Okay, on the 20th of this month, February 2026, about the hour of 10:29, I received call via the cell phone from the commander, Zone 1. You know, my kid is divided to two sections, the upper and the lower.
Okay.
So the Zone 1 commander from the lower side, which is a superintendent, assigned RIA, called me and told me that one eldest member of the PD, Firestone Security, informed her that they found a skeleton in the lower, in fact, in the Firestone belt. I mean, the company belt, Division 15, which she never delayed. She authorized Office Detective Arthur D. Johnson to proceed with this guy to verify the information she has received. And upon their arrival, according to their report, they observed scattered bones, which believed to be a human skeleton in the black plastic bag, with a blue short trouser, a blue top, and a pink backing, with piece and mixed color lapel line around the black plastic, with a large crowd around the scene, which has been contaminated. So when she called me, and I decided to call her back to get me to verify the information. And she also went on to explain that a person, when they got there, according to the CID commander, they met one John Joseph and Mami Corey, along with their daughter, Carmen Corey, who have already identified the remain to be her basic sister, who got missing 10th October last year, 2025. So, the forensic, we do not have a professional forensic team to just to arrive. And one of the best way we do, we organize a juror. So, last time they organized 15-man jurors were constituted to find out if the bones were of human, and they came up with the agreement that the bones were human skeleton. So, according to the alleged victim father, John Joseph, age 61 years of age, a male in Loma Crab and Liberia, a resident of Camp Division 16, that he told them that in October he went to work and returned in the evening hours. Upon his return, he asked for his daughter, Geraldine Joseph. His 13-year-old son told him, 13-year-old son, Hamad Joseph, informed him that his sister, Geraldine Joseph, has gone to a church choir practice. So in that process, he relaxed his mind. But later on, after 3 days, he learned that his daughter, Geraldine, who was in Morovia, selling in the street. So what he did, he now with the notary, he sent Carmen Corey and Richard Joseph to Morovia to check if the story was true. And they returned saying that she was not in Morovia. According to the mother of the victim, Mami Corey, who is a 40-year-old female of the Loma tribe, a Liberian and a resident of Camp Division 16, that on October, the daughter got missing, told her that she was going to play kickball, she was going for kickball practice to Madi Town, Division 16. So at this minute, since then, she couldn't find her daughter until on the 20th, when she kept on selling her here. She saw some group of people standing up, and she went to know as to what is happening there. When she went there, she was able to recognize the clothes that her daughter wearing that very day. So as she ran back in the town, she informed her daughter, her other daughters and her sons. They all ran to the chairman, and how they were established that it was her daughter who pass on. But what confusing me, what Joseph Cooper, I think Prince Cooper, who told the mother that she saw this girl last year, and she even paid this girl away with $200 when we were sitting when you saw this guy. This guy, I think, I always send my CSD officers in that program in fire as I'm speaking now. Superintendent Abraham, Superintendent Mohammed Kumar is now in fire to Division 16 to verify the issues, to know as to how this girl got missing. So he is there with all his CSD team, because I told him that this guy, the Prince Cooper must be brought to Mikey D and very Kakata for tentative investigation.
A suspect or person of interest?
Yeah, bringing in a person of interest.
Okay.
So, because how he saw this guy, how he met this guy, how he gave this guy $200 to pay away, and where they were going when he gave it $200 to pay away. So we'll be bringing a person of interest to action as to how it happens.
So, during the time of the information that this child got missing, were there any protestation?
There was no protestation for now, but it was just.
How long? How long it was reported to the police when she got missing? Was it reported to the police?
Since last year, and we sent it to central headquarters that somebody got missing, but they formally themselves, they are very reluctant to come back to the police, and the police too big doing their work to see everybody can be able to verify the information until the 20th of this month. We were able to see the remains, skeletons of this guy. So, there is no protest there. The Superintendent Mohammed Kumar is at Division 16 as I'm speaking, and he tried to authenticate this case to know as to how it happened. What was the reluctancy applied when they get gone missing? Because the more that child gets missing, the more he pressure around the police, the more the police will go forward. But if the person is missing and everybody just relax, you know how it looks.
So it brings about suspicion. So, with the exception of the Mohammed, who have now been considered a person of interest, had there been any additional arrests?
I told you, Prince Cooper.
Yeah, Prince Cooper.
According to the report, when the officers got there yesterday, on the 20th, people were crying, people were falling. In that process, you cannot start to arrest people of interest. So I think we find it expedient and suitable that today the CSD commander for Mikey D Kakata go there and join the other CSD and start to conduct an investigation, which I think is there in order to do everything possible to see the good cause, how they care for missing.
Okay. Is there any report that you want to bring out to speed?
That we cannot ask you about?
Yeah, in the case of SOS, I'm appealing to the Liberia National Police to speak on to their counterparts. You see the bridge, the Corolla Bridge. The Corolla Bridge, when you go in County, when you enter the bridge, the whole side is damaged. So most of the motorists, they will leave for that, they will let the law passing that damaged side, passing the other side that is good. And vehicle, motorbike coming from the other side, they're always having interaction there, and they're always causing accidents. So I'm appealing to the National Police, those who involved in that, to appeal to the Ministry of Public Works, that they will see this as a serious call to come and see how we can prepare that place, because the future with a serious accident, 2 persons got wounded seriously. I think what I learned is they took them to clinic to rehabilitate them. So we are appealing to our authority to liaise up with them to come and see how we can repair that bridge.
Thank you so much, Chief Superintendent Xavier.
Okay.
Thank you, Uwasi Atokpana Javi, for that update from Mankibi County.
we are here. Any serious situation will be able to inform our appropriate authorities through you people. Thank you for the invite. Thank you ever so much. Thank you to Maggie County for remaining calm. And now the CRC is doing their job to see how this care company to bring the temperature to the home.
Thank you so much. That was the voice of the
ORC of Mankibi County, Atakbana Javi.
So we will now join the police spokesperson.
Yeah, we are making contact to get in contact with the newly appointed police spokesperson, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sam Kingsford calling with John on the line to provide some update as it's related to the working of the Liberia National Police.
As we await the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sam Kingsford calling, the issue of police accountability.
Yes. It's one.
How do you see it?
Well, on the stewardship of, on the land now, we have on the land a Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sam Kingsford calling the newly appointed spokesperson. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, listeners, and good morning to all your followers on the social media. And let me say good morning to Austin, your colleagues in the studio.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chief. You were following the update that we just read from Nima County, Mankibi County, and other county. Tell us, how do you see those information, sir?
Well, you point to the fact that the officers deployed across the country, that are assigned across the country, are doing a wonderful job. They are on top of the various assignments. And we think that the people that they are providing security should begin to see the police as their friend and not people who are against them, especially looking at the protests in Sanoco and Nima County.
How do you see your new portfolio as a police spokesperson?
Men of the Liberian National Police. Those are things that should not be happening. We think that people who have on the streets and but I appreciate our officer for the situation and letting inform the public that cars return to Nima and everybody in Nima are going about their activity. Crisis bring the police, and without crisis, you will not see the police. You will see them doing their different activities. So we'd like to encourage the people across the Republic of Liberia. That's where we were violence. Let's try to rebuild our country. Let's try to respect the police, and so that we cannot have people being charged and people being sent to court. And as we speak to you, like you read in your report, 20 persons have been charged and been forwarded to court, and that process is going to take a longer time. And we don't want to see people languishing behind bars. That is not what we want. We want to see everybody at liberty going about their normal activities. But when you commit crimes, when you are involved with violence, the police have to act, and that is why the police acted swiftly and arrested 27 persons. And after investigation, we now have release, going back home with the family, going back home to be reunited with the family. And 20 persons have been charged and filed at the court. Violence is not good. Stay away from violence. Getting the mind giving. I would like to appreciate a very wonderful job. Somebody went missing in October of 2025, only to find their skeleton wrapped up in a black plastic bag. And the police commander, Jarvis, has been doing a wonderful job. And let me also inform the public that that investigation still remains open despite the family seeing that identifying the clues that was on the victim. That investigation is still ongoing. And when it comes to closure, we will definitely inform the public. Issue of the lady, the 61-year-old lady, murdering 3 of her grandchildren is very much unfortunate. The police department extends sympathy and condolences to the bereaved, and I would like to assure the public that we are going to do a very comprehensive investigation, and those linked to that heinous crime will definitely be arrested, like the ringleader is already arrested. And also, I would like to call on the parents to believe in the justice system of Liberia, believe in the police, that we are going to do our best. And let me also inform the public that we have had a wonderful meeting with journalists reporting from the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. We met them last week, and we pledged our commitment to working with the media and an hour from now, we'll be meeting the president of the press union of Liberia. We intend to hit the ground running to make sure that we work with the media community for the media to see the police, the police as their friend and not as a foe. And so we want to touch base because in the coming days and coming weeks, we want to run a robust public relation for the Liberian National Police, informing the public about what the police is involved with, what the police is doing, and
as an interruption.
Where?
In the traffic road at
The line is coming in broken.
The line is breaking in. That was the voice of the newly appointed police spokesperson, Sam Kingsford's calling. We will still join him.
Can we get back to him?
Yeah, we still join him to provide update on the Liberian National Police. We are making contact with the police spokesperson, Sam Kingsford's calling, to provide more update on the workings of the Liberian National Police. And so we are still making contact with him. We're still making contact. Yeah, you're on the line. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry for the interruption.
We had a little break in. Go ahead, sir.
so we as I said off the line, everybody across the land and breadth of our country, thanks to the staff, the public affairs division, people who have worked for years, and they are good, and they will continue to strengthen our relationship. And let me also say thanks to the former spokesperson Cecilia. She did a wonderful job, and we want to inform the people of that opportunity.
How do you see the new role that you served before transitioning from the Ministry of National Defense coming back to the LMP? How do you see a new role? Hello?
We are still struggling. You getting us, sir?
I did not get the question.
Yeah, we were asking you, how is a new role? Hello?
You getting us now? Okay, so we find it a little bit difficult, internet problem. My colleague asked a question, how do you see your new role? Okay, so we still find it difficult to get those same keepers calling.
Okay, so
you listen to the spokesperson of the Liberian National Police, Sam Kingsford's calling, providing an update on the workings of the Liberian National Police, where employing a county commander for their work they are doing over the period of time. Also, listen to the spokesperson as well too.
Yes, the spokesperson is no stranger to this role. He served this role previously as a police spokesperson. Later on, he transitioned to being Assistant Minister of National Defense for Press and Public Affairs. And coming back to this role, I think he has brought a lot of experience when it comes to this this new role. You can see he start the ball running, having meetings with journalists that are covering the police headquarters. And you hear in his expose that later on, an hour from now, he was be meeting the president,
engagement with them
and other stakeholders. So, and he also made emphasis about telling our story.
The world tell our story here.
He says that the police is going to tell their own story. He's going to collaborate with other media institutions to make sure and take the police closer to the people. He talked about police transitioning from force now to service. Let the people see their own police or institution as a service-oriented police institution that's going to dwell upon accountability and make sure we bring police officers that will not conform to the ethics of this institution to book.
Exactly.
And that has brought us to
on Market 4.
Market 4
Yeah,
or Superintendent Market 4.
Yeah, from the Zone 1 end.
Yes, Zone 1 end. And for those of you just joining us, this is the LMP Morning Watch. It's followed live on the official police Facebook page. That is the Liberian National Police -LNP. Liberian National Police -LNP is the official Facebook page of the Liberian National Police. So we are streaming live on our podcast, our studio here at Central Headquarters. If we go back to the report or see some of the reasons why she was relieved of her post. She was found liable for abuse of authority.
Abuse of authority.
And we want to urge our citizens that the police is not above the law.
The police is not above the law.
In discharging our duty, we also have a department that checkmates our actions. And that department is the Professional Standard
Division.
Division. We are urging our citizens, the general public, to test the system, not to sit home and just say that,
the police, the police are doing
what will happen?
What happened?
What will happen?
So
She's a big police officer. If you take a complaint to Professional Standard, nothing will happen. And I can assure you, on the stewardship of the Police Inspector General Gregory O.W. Coleman. And just need a lesser, most police officers don't like the manner and form in which the IGP bring them to poke when it comes to accountability.
Exactly. So when they're in contradiction with LMP administration,
people always want to have the free will.
Yes.
The free will. See, abuse of authority.
But come see the way Superintendent Margaret Beer in the report I we just read from the LMP official page. You cannot be serving as a general commander. They want to use your position, your power on the Liberian people. Just imagine, she detaining people in the cell and asking them for money. It is bad.
Release.
Yeah, for release fee. Then using people what they call police A, and then they call in police A.
Those who are not police officers.
They are not police officers. And she using them as police A to exploit from the people of Douala Market. On a basis, the people gather themselves and brought us a complaint to the professional standard.
And,
so also our people ordered.
And there were more complaints.
Yeah, there were more complaints.
Other people did not muster the courage to bring her complaint, but tell God, thank you for those who muster the courage, who believe in the system and they tested the system, and now the system worked for them. When we earlier posted the story, I was reading some comments, and some people were affirming definitely what she did when she was serving at that position.
Exactly. So I want to applaud the administration of Liberian National Police for taking that step. That step actually met the aggression of the Liberian people because her attitude was past man. The Liberian maintain was past man because plenty people have complained her attitude. So we want to tell our people watching this live on Facebook page, test the LMP system. We have a professional standard division here. If you can read, come to the professional standard. They will you explain to them, and then they will jot it down, and then they will invite the officers while he did that act to you. So our office is open, the professional is open, like the spokesperson said, his number is open to communication. If you have any qualm, any concern that you want to flag, you can contact his number. His number is 070-800-122. If you have a problem with an officer on the street, maybe he's misbehaving, he's extorting money from people, he's into a clandestine deal, you can make contact with the professional standard division, and automatically that officer will be brought to LMP headquarters for investigation. And what I want to show in Austin, somebody can say I'm living in Grand Jida. There is a professional office, a professional standard office is in Grand Jida County, so you can report that officer attitude within Identical County as well too. So it's not only based in Monrovia, the professional standard are decentralized. So you can also report an officer that is engaged into any misconduct in any part of Liberia, and that officer will be brought to board when he is found capable of the act.
So listeners following us via the internet, if you want to have your say, you can call these numbers 0770-800-090 or WhatsApp number +231-778-07741. These numbers are screened live on the official page. You can call and make your input.
And make your
input.
input
Is here
on what we just outlined in our discussion, where 20 persons were arrested in the protest in Nimba County, But we spoke with the county commander and said out of those person or 7 person were released, and then the remaining will be they are on their way currently to court. We also spoke on the issue of the 1-year-old older woman who allegedly murdered 3 children within the Nima County. We have been also told that she is currently in police custody where she's been processed to be sent to court. And also we also spoke on the issue of that occurred, I think, in
Mankibi County?
Mankibi County, where a skeleton was found
in a plastic bag.
And then the person of interest has been working on that person to come and arrest, to bring that person to court, to headquarters in Mankibi County for investigation. So yes, if you have your say, you can place your call on 0770 800 090, or you can WhatsApp on +231 0770 800 090. You can have your say. My name is Lexus Abraham Blam. I have with me Austin Sharp, myself in studio, providing those updates. So the line is open. You can place in your call and have your say.
You care about reading the comments?
Yeah, we can read those comments. We can read those comments for our listener viewing us via the social media. You can place in their comment on the screen so we can read it for them. So folks, wherever we are, I keep sharing our live Facebook page. We are streaming live from the headquarters of the Liberian National Police, bringing you update on the workings of the Liberian National Police. We throw emphasis on several issues within studio here, and you can also call in and make your input on those things that we spoke on, like the Superintendent Margaret Ford issue. The former commander of Zone 1 police station was relieved of post for misconduct, extortion, and other violation of the LMP administrative action. She was relieved out of a post over the weekend. We also spoke on the issue of the protests that occurred in Nima County. So there's something I want to say on the issue of protests. Why it is true our brothers are working for concession here. If they have problem, they can channel that grievances to their leadership. If the leadership fails to listen to them, there's another remedy to get to the county leadership.
The issue of protestation is a democratic right.
Yes, so.
But the respect for rule
of
law matters. We don't have a designated protest site in our country, but much as you have your right to protestation, there are other Liberian citizens also who have their right to freedom of movement, freedom of association. Some of them are going to hospital, they are going to job. You cannot violate their right because you are exercising your right. So the respect for the rule of law.
I think the deputy spokesperson want to make a contribution. So as soon as we get her, we'll place on the line. A deputy spokesperson, David Marsh, want to make a contribution. So as soon as we get her, we will speak with her.
Yeah, so the issue of protestation, do not see the police as a party to the conflict. The police has a statutory responsibility to maintain law and order, and that's why when there is an act of violence, you always see the police there. And sometimes when the police arrive on the scene, then the protester become more agitated instead of seeing the police to maintain law and order. See what occurred in Nima County to the extent that protesters taking police weapon.
Can you imagine?
Then journalists covering those protestations will say the protesters were peaceful. They were peaceful. Can you be peaceful and taking away a law enforcement personnel weapon?
We also heard in our video that police knew live bullet, which are for first.
They don't. Those journalists covering protestation, they don't know the difference between live bullet and that of tear gas.
Yes.
Because they are not trained, they are not oriented to that. So at the end of the day, when police launch tear gas, they consider tear gas a live bullet. And tear gas is a conventional use of force. It's a conventional means to disperse crowd. So the Liberian National Police is of no exception.
Great. So Austin, you been in a rioting. I want to just throw that on our listener or those via the social media you've been in the operation. At what point in time do police use the tear gas?
Firstly, when police arrive on the protest scene,
Yes.
they normally engage protesters. Protesters, you have your right to protestation, you have your right to express your grievances. Can you believe the rule? Can you come this side
Okay.
so that other people who get right to the rule can also make use of the rule? We'll have all of those negotiations. Sometimes we look for the head of the protest group. We'll have those conversations. When all of those conversations fail to materialize, then we go about using force. And those force that can be used are proportional force, because the use of force container is a universal tools in dispersing of protesters. The protester will not be peaceful, then you use higher force. So force range from verbal.
Remove on the road.
Leave the road. Leave the road. Leave the road. Other people have the right to this road. When all action fail, that's the time police use those force. And the force that the police is using is force that is proportional to the situation on ground.
Yeah, like I told you, the deputy spokesperson of Liberian National Police, the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Daphne Myers want to make a contribution on the show. She's making contact with her. So as soon as we get her, we'll place her in on the show. So you are speaking on the issue of force, like Austin said. The force is news-based. Okay, on the line now is the deputy spokesperson of Liberian National Police. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Lessers. Good morning, Austin. How?
You are live on the LMP Morning Watch.
Good morning.
Right, I'm following closely. I'm following. So I said,
do you have input as it relates to those talking points in terms of the protestation in Nima County's calendar was found in Mangibi County?
good morning, Lessers. Good morning, Austin. How are you guys doing?
Yes,
We are getting great. We are doing great. You're live, ma'am.
Hello.
You are live on the show.
We are struggling.
Okay, we are struggling. Connect with the deputy spokesperson of the Liberian National Police, Assistant Commissioner of Police, Daphne Myers, which hopefully in subsequent time when she gets set up. And so we were explaining on the issue of at which point in time the LMP used or tear gas. Like my colleague just said, the tear gas is being used at a specific time where in police officers go on a scene, on a protest scene, and then they ask the protester, kindly leave the road, because the road that you are blocking and not people are using the road. You know, sometimes the protester fail to listen to police verbal, how to call it, instruction or command. And in that process, the protester will start to go violent, and then start to throw a police officer that are on the scene. And mind you, before police use tear gas, you have to come from the order rep and give an order rep.
Yes,
so at that time, it's at the period LMP use or tear gas. So you cannot use tear gas abruptly on the protest scene, but instead you have to get an order from your supervisor before you use tear gas. And like Austin said, tear gas is a conventional or tool used to disperse crowd all around the world. So it's not only restricted, only like
Yeah, the LMP is
So when you see LMP using tear gas, it's also something that do what to disperse crowd. Probably the protesters have went beyond their bound. They try to block the main entry of the pathway where other people are going to that town, to their villages, or going to hospital. Also, and the protesters will now block the way, and people have no other alternative but to use tear gas to disperse the crowd. That Austin just said in his
Wow. That's how when you are making fun, time is not in your favor. Let's us, before come to the end of this spoken, what could be your parting comment?
Well, thank you again once more for the opportunity given up by our new boss, our Deputy Commissioner of Police, Sam Kevin Scully, to sit on the program to provide update to our people. We want to appreciate him for further giving the stage to us to provide those information. And so those watching, I want to say, keep following the Liberian National Police page for all the necessary update that will provide here and will always be providing to the Liberian people. I also appreciate you, Austin Sharp, for teaming up with you on the program, and also to our our team at the back behind the camera, we also appreciate you for the time being with us in breaking this story on the LMP Morning Watch.
Thank you so much to our viewers following us via our official LMP page. The Liberian National Police / LMP is our official page. I want to say a very big thank you for following us. Do join us tomorrow the same time on the LMP Morning Watch. I have been your presenter, Inspector of Police Austin Kinshaw. Thank you for being there. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.